Over the years, I have worked for almost 8 companies, and uh, and every company has a different culture for sure, and everybody in that company has a certain way of working. But over the years, I have gathered around 7 points, which if somebody tells me any one of these words, they always go into my suspicious box, which I call. And you should also be careful about these words. I'll share with you, and then I will share what is those words mean for me if somebody is telling those words to me in any professional or personal conversations. And the first one is, which is the most common one in any company when you do interviews or you go for a job and somebody start with we are a family, that is a definitely red flag for me. If you're going for a professional setting, you are looking for what goals they are having, what they have envisioned for you to come and do, and what is the long term plan they have for you so that you can be a successful person. And ultimately, if you are successful, company will be ultimately successful. But if somebody is starting with we are a family, it means that they don't have any plan for you. You are simply filling a role, and it is your choice to join that role or not. We be very cautious about that. The next one is, if you ask for a role or something, some specifics about what are the activities you are going to do, and somebody answers you like you have to capture the low hanging fruits. The moment you hear these words, it means that that particular company or a person doesn't have any long term goal at all. They are suffering from non planning activities, and they are trying to see somebody comes in and do some fixing for them, irrespective of they want to fix the root causes or not. Most of the time they don't want to hear the root causes. They simply say let's capture low hanging fruit, which doesn't make any sense in corporate scenario. If somebody says these words to me, they definitely going into negative zone for me. I don't care. I am very direct person. I clearly ask what do you mean by that, and most of the time people don't have an answer. So if somebody is telling you low hanging fruit, be very aware of those. The next one is, if somebody says to you for your work that somebody else is eating your lunch, this is again a phrase. It means that, and if they say in turn that somebody, if somebody is eating your lunch, you have to eat their lunch, it means that they don't have any competitor analysis. They don't know about their competition. They don't know what they are competing against. They don't know what they're messaging in the market. They're simply playing around, telling that, oh, somebody else is eating your lunch. Nobody can eat your lunch if you know what you want to eat. If you don't want to eat and you just go in a jungle, probably that scenario fits in. But most of the time, if any company has a clear messaging in the market, then it doesn't apply at all. So again, this phase, if you hear someone is eating your lunch, relate that they don't have a competitive analysis, whatever roles they are trying to hire you. The next one is, somebody says to you, let's do some groundwork. If anybody says to you, let's do some groundwork, it means that they don't have any specified parameters for evaluating something. So, for example, if somebody wants to submit a response for a particular technology and they don't know whom they have to be proposing those technologies, let's say prospects, and they simply say, let's start with the groundwork. It means they don't know how to qualify a prospect, how to select a prospect, whom to contact in the prospect side, what personas they has to be targeting, all those things they are missing it. So simply telling let's do the groundwork, it means that they don't know what they want to do. If you can do, it's fine. Most of the time they don't want you to do as well. They will be simply like do the thing which I have said you to do, and they will just move on. So again, phrase to catch is groundwork. Now the another one is that if somebody is telling you let's hit the ground running, If somebody is telling you that, it means that they are struggling with their revenues, their revenue are going down or stagnant. They might be struggling with their profits. They are struggling with their growths. If somebody is telling to hit the ground running to someone who is joining today, let's say, and there are people in the company who are there for 20 years, 15 years, and they are not running it properly, how can you run a company from the day one? So this phrase is basically used to hide their incapabilities, their shortness, and that they are trying to transfer to somebody by saying that. So if you hear this word, be very careful. Now another one is quick turnaround. So you, let's say you have given a role and somebody says, we want to see a quick turnaround in this role. Again, it's a red flag for me. There is no such thing like quick turnaround. Until unless something is broken, you cannot do a quick turnaround. And if something is broken and people are giving you a rosy picture of organization and they want you to do a quick turnaround, it means something is broken and they want you to fix it. And without knowing something what is broken, it is impossible for you to fix it. So these words, you should always relate that something is broken which you have to fix. That is what it means, quick turnaround. If your car is broken, you go to mechanic and you'll say, can you fix it right now? I have to go somewhere. Same way. So it's a very interesting phase. If you hear it, be very careful that you are going to fix something, and if you don't know how to fix it, don't go there. And the last one is, which is the most dangerous one, is we have always done it in this way. You must have heard this several times. If you come with and let's say you have the ideas to quick turnaround, you have ideas to capture low hanging fruit and other stuff. Even then, some people come and say, no, we have done this way all our life, and that is how we are going to do, even for low hanging fruit, even for quick turnaround. So now they want you to do something and they want you to do in their way, and they want to you to fix their problem also. So you understand, if you hear this sentence, we have done the work or whatever it is in same way all our life, all our, let's say, entire life of the company, very careful, be very careful. I will recommend not to join if you hear these kind of words. But if you have something to join, you don't have anything else, it's fine. But if you see all these words used by any executive, any leader, any interviewer, never join those companies. Never ever. It does not matter how big these companies are. You have to be, if somebody is very ruthless, very clear, absolutely direct, those are the people I like, because you will learn a lot. I have all kind of people whom I have reported in my life, and I have rarely find anybody who can tell me what to do. Very rarely. And whenever I find, I love those guys, because they will be very direct and they will say, this is you suck, go and fix it. They sometimes they don't even say that you have to fix it, they will simply say this sucks. And that's where I have seen a lot of growth for myself. And same I will recommend for you guys. Listen these words carefully. If you are going for any discussion in life, personal or professional, be direct, be clear, be concise. Never ever try to do a gray area conversation where you have to assume something in your mind and the person who is saying is also assuming something else in the mind, and nobody clarifying those assumptions. Very dangerous place to be in. So today I wanted to cover these things, and please feel free to reach out to me if you have any thoughts, you want me to cover anything in detail, and like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Take care.